Assalamu alaikum. May Allah's peace and blessings be upon all of you. My name is the Master Messiah Fizel. I am a reformer. I have practiced and studied several religions and the ways of many lives. I'm at an age now where I should be able to produce and educate humanity on the things of the world as well as the things in which I deem through my experience that is to come. I will say this to you very directly. You're in a new day and time. This is the day and age of technology. This is the day and age of intelligence. I pity for those who are not studying. I pity for those who have not studied and had the opportunity to do so. You missed your moment. But at this present moment in time, there's a final message that is being given out through the world. And the topic is complete sovereignty. Sovereignty is not only having your own land, property, having your own financial stability, having your own this and that. Sovereignty is the fight against total imperialism. It's the fight against total colonialism. It's the fight against the oppressors. Now, how you choose to fight is totally up to you. That is not up to me. What is up to me is to continue to reveal to you the message that the Almighty God Allah, the creator of all, has given to me to give to you. I first want to say to my melanin people, the natural people, the original man and woman, God and goddess of this world. I also want to say to our cousins and those who we have engineered or those who we connect to our sovereignty that we have chosen as a people, as a God, to put into power. That you have come to a moment in time where you have to relinquish. The government shutdown right now that we are experiencing, and I say we because I'm still a part of you. Whether I'm affected by it or not, there's some knowledge that I have. Do you know that you've supported a people in its totality who has been against your rise to power? Do you know that some people inside of the government, the United States government, some people are against your rise to power? So a government shutdown, if you have been listening not only to me, but your ancestors, should not have affected you. Because, as we have told you a long time ago, you should have stored up. You should have provided for not only you, but your family. In many cases, those things that are necessary for the future. Now, when we look at our children, our women, and even some of our brothers who are still in darkness, we don't condemn them. We say that we failed to a certain extent in our lives to raise them properly. As my daughters, as my sons, I have done the same thing. But today is different. When you're recognizing that you're in a different day and time, you don't have to change. Change will make you change. If inside of your DNA, if inside of the very DNA components in which you have been engineered to be a person on the scene for this day and time, then you'll be doing the same thing that I'm doing. It's time. You sit back and you criticize. You sit back and you wonder why the things that is happening in today's world are happening today. You wonder, you sit back. Why do you sit back is what I ask. You see, these very things is not just about violence. It's not about terrorism or things of that nature. You have a simple responsibility on this planet to stand up and be who you are. In reference first to not only your family, whom I have neglected in my day and time, but not today. You have a responsibility to step up as a god or a goddess and defend your rights when it comes to your sovereignty and the people in which Allah, the gods, and your ancestors have given birth to. This is our return to power. I am so glad to be the person as I speak to you. I not only want to continue to talk about a rise to power, I want to talk to you a little bit about how to get there and stop depending upon other people to get you there. I am saying that the proper necessity that is needed, the antidote, is in you. Entos is a Greek word that is used back in the day and time that the Messiah, Isa ibn Maryam, used to allow people to know that the Father and him was one. This is a lineage, a message inside of your system that is already ticking. It's at a boil. You're ready to become the person that Allah God has created you to become. This is essential. When you look at the government, it is a government that is collapsing. Do I personally wish that the government collapsed? No. But it's the nature of it. Anytime that you oppress a people and you do wrong to a people, you will eventually collapse. This is basically the laws of physics. It's simple. Me, myself, I'm at a level in my life to be able to educate you and understand. I want you to understand that the youth that is around you today thinks better than you. They're more advanced than you are because they are born in a time of technology and intelligence. So if you find yourself not able to persuade, if you find yourself not able to move the masses when it comes to our youth, then guess what? You simply played out. I advise that you pass the baton to somebody that can do better than you have, or previously in my life than I have. Only by the grace of Allah, the Anunnaki gods, and my ancestors, their prayers, have I been able to emerge and come into the person that I am today to bring to you the emergence of a new beginning. Now, you may not believe it because you may be a Muslim who is stuck on culture and tradition. You may be a Christian who is stuck on culture and tradition. You may be a Jew who is stuck on culture and tradition. Or you may even be a Mason who is stuck on culture and tradition. Listen, let me explain something to you. You are totally in a day, in a different time and moment. The help that I have and we have received so far in our intelligence outmasters you. This means that we understood one thing, that even in our wildest dreams, that you never was the master. What we understood as scientists, we understood one thing, that everything is in accordance and precision with a cyclical revolution. You had your time to rule. You had all the money, all the gold, all the banks. We know We've been here. We've lived amongst you. I am a native, not only of this land, which is actually called over here Amexim or Al-Kibulin, but you named it America, after Amerigus Vespucci. We understand these things, everything that you have brought to us, the Caucasian that is, was falsehood. So now you have a responsibility, as well as we do, I don't exclude myself from it, is to step up and guide not only your nationalistic people, but ours too, those who you have failed. My name is King, because this is the return of the kings. King Messiah Fizel. I've mastered you, and I understand through my study of you that you have successfully deceived me in my day and time, as well as my people. So now that we have awakened, I believe sincerely, coming from the voice of Allah God, whom you call, coming from the voice of the Anunnaki, the Atlantic's gods, the old Moors, that you are now in your day and time. And because you've been so foolish, you have not yet come to grips that your end is here. My people, which is the original people, has been let go. I'm not coming to you prior with an education or as Musa, peace and blessings be upon him, has said, let my people go. We're way past that. We're not in a struggle against you anymore. Some of us, what we do, we just sit back and watch your fall. Which if you can wake up in time as your saviors, we can save you. We can help you. But this time, we won't help you and awake you where you turn around and turn on us, as you have done successfully before. This is how you've gotten and received your riches, your gold, your property, your land that you have claimed that is your land and your property. This is the age of relinquishing what is ours. If you don't believe me, you already understand within the depths of the fabric and the blueprints of the government in which their founding fathers, the Freemasons, have constructed, understand that a complete cycle is coming to a close, and an end. Why do you hold on to something that is ours? Am I an advocate? Am I one who speak on the behalf of my people and who is ready to live a longer life in speaking on the behalf of my people? Because you're actually dealing with an immoral or immortal ideology that allows me to know that death does not exist. It is only the relieving of your flesh so that you can return to a positive energy and state to still address issues throughout the planet. You've wronged this government, our people. This message to you is not about terrorism. It is not about coming against you. You're not that powerful. The energy and the return of the Anunnaki gods and goddesses, our ancestors, is what you already know about. You already know about Nibiru, planet 9, that it's about to finish its course around the sun, which is 3,600 years, a cyclical revolution. You already know what's coming to you. So, there is no point of compromising. There is no point of going to other people and asking them for help. We have our own help. What we need in our land, which is a Mexim, Al-Kibulin, in those original names to the land, is that when the master have arrived, you were supposed to relinquish the keys to the turf. When the chief arrives, you were supposed to relinquish the keys to the turf. You see, your government is collapsing because of the unrighteousness that you have exploited it with. It is not collapsing because of some of the righteous people that is inside of it, that is trying to work with you at your table, that you refuse to incline toward. This is not the reason. Listen, your tricks are done. You have deceived an entire generation or generations of people. This is not a message of hate. This is not a message of wanting to come against you. I would say to you again, in the government and those who are locking it down, that you're not that powerful to try to oppose. This is not about opposition. This is not about even continuing to ask you to do right. This is about the salvation of your own soul, and you're getting to a point in your life where you're coming to the realization, I'm wrong. You see, inside of my addictions, inside of my criminality, inside of my ability, or I should say inability, to continue to go back and forth to prison, committing crimes, I recognize something. Hey, Mr. Fiesel, sit down. You're wrong. So for 10 years straight, I did that. And when I sat down before the oracle, they taught me a lot of things. They taught me who you are. And they taught me the naturalism of who I am. So you'll see me on some of my other YouTube pages when I face the United States in representation of my people and the indigenacy and the rights that we have toward our land as natives. This kind of thing is not about coming to you, pleading, and coming to you saying, please help us. We don't need your help. What we need for you to understand is that the cosmic order in age has come to a boil. In that because we, as the gods and the Moors of old, gave you the power to do what you're doing because our cycle had played out. Yes, I said that. We gave you the power. But now, you have to relinquish the power. The government would never be right. Mr. Donald Trump, or President Donald Trump, has become the person he's supposed to become according to our ideology, based upon him becoming the king that he should become to rule a people worldwide. So they produce a new world order. You ask me who gave you the power to say these type of things on national television or YouTube or Facebook. No one has got to give me the power to understand that no man has taught me but the supreme being to understand that there's an enemy. And the enemy must be addressed. So this is a national, universal address. Your time for government rule is finished. This is not terrorism. This is not even agitation. I'm going to bring to you a complete cycle of your rule in your end. The announcement. They call it the public announcement. I call it the celestial announcement that is coming down from the person who you perceive that has created you and the grand master of it all. You have truly deceived not only yourself, but nation of people throughout the world over and over again. We understand and we know who you are. So, to give any type of support to a people, the government I'm speaking about, the Democrats, the Republican, and the Independent, to give you any type of support